up about incidents like this. We want to go right now to the Executive Director of CAIR, that's the Council for American Islamic Relations, and welcome them onto our show. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us. What have you been told about this incident right now from either police, law enforcement, or just other government officials about what is going on at the Islamic Center of San Diego?
From what we can assess, the situation is pretty harmful still. We don't know if the active shooters have been captured or incapacitated. At the moment, there are parents that are standing outside waiting because there's a school attached to the mosque, so parents are worried. From what we just heard, some of them have been evacuated to the church, which is nearby, and that's why we're waiting for more news where parents are going to be able to reunify with their kids.
Again, we're speaking with Tahsin Nizam, the Executive Director of CAIR, the Council on American Islamic Relations, And Tahsin, obviously this is a very emotional moment for you, for the entire Islamic community here in San Diego. We just heard from somebody speaking very passionately about some of the instances of Islamophobia and some of the fear that minority communities all across America have been feeling over the last few months and years. What's your message to Greater San Diego as we see an incident like this unfold in our community?
At this time, sir, we are just praying for the affected community members. The Islamic Center of San Diego is a place of love, congregation, learning. There's families that are being affected by this. So right now, we just want to be a support system for them. Law enforcement and elected officials are offering their support. They're helping with the evacuation, the reunification with the students to their parents. And at this time, we want to concentrate on supporting the families rather than saying anything that is going to be taken in a very negative manner. So I encourage all of you to say your prayers for the families that are being affected by this.
Tahsin, we have done several stories over the last few years about religious institutions and nonprofits and target hardening, the security measures that people put in place and that groups are putting in place to prevent something like this. I know from speaking to the imam at the Islamic Center, they have been putting more security in place over the last few years. How much more is needed at this time when you see something like this happen to make sure that there is protection for everyone that walks into any center of learning, any center of faith, to make sure that they can still feel safe in what should be a safe place?
The logistical security of the situation will only be assessed after law enforcement has made a valued assessment. So I cannot speak about this particular situation, but I think that overall, if community were to be understanding, if community to be tolerant and accepting of each other, then these security measures would just be an afterthought.
All right, thank you very much for joining us for a moment. The Executive Director of CAIR, Tahsin Nizam, we appreciate your perspective and your comments during a very trying time. We want to again kind of reset the scene right now. An active shooter, but a contained situation at the Islamic Center of San Diego. This is just off of Balboa and the 805 freeway. We have confirmed that at least one person has been killed, although we have not been told if that is the shooter or somebody who was at the Islamic Center.